Hi, and warm welcome to a Quantum Astrology report with me, Eva Kristoffersson, Soul Warrior Energy. It's about Pluto stations the 30th of September and goes direct the 2nd of October 2018. So for this occasion and for this magical period, I will draw a rune. And this one is ice. This is about to melt the ice, to free us from the old matrix. There's been so much going on in me, in my body, in my head. It's a lot of freeing. I really get to practice that. Surrender, breathe, take care of myself and my family. Ice. To melt the ice and to free ourselves to come into the fourth and fifth dimension, to leave the old hijacked system, the old matrix with all false programming of especially the mind. So if you feel a lot, trust. This is part of the ascension. And for Pluto going direct, I also will draw a Quantum Tarot card. And this one is 10 of Pentacles, and that's the solar system. And you see the pentagram inside the planets. Nice. I will read about that. Astrology, that's the energy from above, the solar system energy for us, and with the galactic codes from the galactic center. And 10 of Pentacles. Yes, it's the solar system. And you see Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Earth, Venus, Mercury, and Pluto is behind, every little small one behind there in the background. So, symbolizes a group united by a common situation, often shown as a multi-generational family. What group dynamics have you successfully maintained? And it's the soul family. We are coming from planets around other stars. It's the starseeds. Many of us are also twin flames, here to anchor the light. That's the uniting family in oneness, to go into fourth and fifth dimension. And be very kind to yourself. Take deep care of water, as good water as possible. We consist of mainly water, as you know, and water is also electromagnetic conductor, so it's leading the light, the force. The photon is the light particle. And now when there's incoming wave after wave with more and more light, and the event is ongoing or coming even more. October is, according to many sources, gonna be magnificent. The event is said to be in October, the big one. And all is perception, all is consciousness. So take care of everything that comes up in you and trust. Don't force, just relax, breathe, and trust and see and be aware of what's happening and search and build your own truth. The quantum mechanics, the quantum I am, the areas. So I will go to the chart to show you this one. And first, it's the 2nd of October when Pluto stations. And in this program, Astro.com is a very good program, but it doesn't have this when a planet stations. It just shows retrograde or not. So Pluto stations, I took this from another program. 4:04 a.m. in the morning in Europe, Central European time, Swedish time, and 2nd of October, Pluto stations. And we'll be here for, no, sorry, that wasn't very good. Sorry, I have to change. This is when Pluto goes direct. I have to change this one. One moment. So now I got it correct. The 13th of September 2018, 6:45 p.m. Central European time, 6:45 p.m. at the end of the last day in September. Pluto gets stationary. It's still an hour here, but it will be stationary some minutes after this at 18:45 degrees in Capricorn. And Pluto has a long cycle, half a year, something like that, 3-4 months, with the retrograde period. And Pluto is our soul, and Pluto here is at this magical degree in conjunction with 20 degrees of Capricorn, M57, the Messier 57, the cosmic eye, the birth of humanity in this galaxy some 4 billion years ago, when Feline and Elohims came to the Lyra constellation and birthed this fixed star that then has been alive and blowed up as a supernova during these billions of years. But first it was billions of years of life, of harmony, of evolution here in the Lyra constellation in Capricorn. And the cosmic eye is the remnant, the rests of a supernova from this star that had planets around it. And this is the birthplace for new stars now. And this is the birth of the new soul evolution, this connecting back to the origin in the Milky Way. Because here is also Pluto, the soul's own planetary south node, the origin of us. And in opposition is the Pluto planetary north node, what we as humanity, as soul here on Earth are heading for. And that's Cancer, the nurturing, caring mother Cancer, embracing intuition, feelings, a lot of feelings, and to get an alchemy, get a connection between the Capricorn, the holographic reality in three-dimensional, connected with the Cancer, nurture, intuition, mother, etc. There's been a big break here in the hijacked system to not let us have our emotion, and they have been stored inside, and that's what we now free ourselves from, with all this going on inside ourselves. And take very good care of yourself, because the event is coming, the light is here. So eat as light food as possible, and drink very good water, take a fast, for example, etc. And here at this, when Pluto stations nearly 3 days and then goes direct, giving even more force from the soul. And Pluto is a great force to change, a long-lasting change. If you don't live your soul mission, you will have challenges, experience to get you on the right path. And trust, it will happen. Don't force it, just let it happen. And if you are aware, you can come more easily. You don't need those cataclysmic experiences, and you can have the gratitude for life instead. And the south node, our emotional origin, is at 334 in Aquarius at this time, conjunction together with divine masculine Mars, old, and also Aquarius, the quantum space, everything. This is the memories from our starseed evolution, from our own lives as souls, previous or in the future, because we can come here both from behind in time and from the future. And now we have a connection with those memories to change the divine masculine archetype, to change the Mars energy, to give it more action steps without wars and without judgment and without any force on others, just to go in your own creation of your own individuality, the Aquarius, in freedom, to let your emotion be flowing, to free yourself, just to be it in yourself, observe yourself, but free yourself of all that you need to free yourself of. And 334, and then it's 332, and when Pluto goes direct, and during the station time here for 2.5 days, it will pass over the south and north node of 333. And that's the master leader, the quantum mastery, 333. And you remember those numbers. You had 144 for Uranus in my last report, the twin flame number. There's also 441 and 414, etc. And you have numbers for the planets, and here is a number for 333, to accept what we bring here, the light we bring here, and to trust that the event will change everything for good, and to step into the North Node in Leo, our shining bright on the scene illumination of ourselves and others, and the creation of Quantum I Am, ascendant in Aries here, and Uranus in connection with Earth, Mother Earth, Taurus, changing everything here on Earth in the false system. The rebel Uranus, and there's a trine to Saturn, the holographic reality in its home Capricorn, with Vesta, the Mother Earth planet here. And there is also a 90-degree an aspect to the Sun and Mother Earth Demeter here in harmony balance Aries. No, not Aries, sorry, Libra, of course. It's a Libra season now with also Mercury here. And we have Moon at this part passing during the Pluto stationary. 2.5 days. It's the quantum 0-point field for the soul to feel, to use these days before the everything, and now everything, and let it happen before everything happens and when it happens, etc. And Moon, our emotions, our feminine intuition, is in Orion place. It's soon coming up to Orion's belt here in Gemini, the alchemy interconnection between heaven and earth. So we have a big trine here. Mars South Node with no, that can't be, yeah, it's a very, it's not a close one. So I think I leave that. But we have a trine from Mars and South Node to Sun. That's important. easy flowing energy to manifest this with harmony and balance in Libra, and to stand up for yourself. So I go to when Pluto leaves the stationary part and goes direct. And that will be 2nd of October, 4:04 in the morning, 4:04. And you have this Pluto then at 1845, and we have Saturn 3:04, and we have Moon at 4:40 in Cancer, and that's a lot of force. Number 4, that's the rock, the organized administration, the manifestor here on Earth, to really anchor the light on Earth, to be in connection with the 3D Earth. So here's a great opportunity for this now, starting here, to change everything, to change the Earth, with this Uranus in Taurus, with this that I mentioned earlier with Demeter, and Vesta with Saturn. Saturn is then also a lot of the Earth. And everything here in Capricorn is also pointing to this big change of the old system going into the new. So much will happen. So take deep care of yourself and embrace every fear and breathe and be happy. It's now. It's the ascension is now. The light is now. And we have Venus in Scorpio, the underworld, the divine feminine, and Venus will soon go retrograde. Venus will be stationary in the beginning of October. It's the 4th. Venus will be stationary and then go retrograde the 6th of October in the evening here in Sweden. That's a big one, the Venus pentagram. There's a lot of information on internet about that one. I will come back to the Venus pentagram in a later report. I want to point again to this change of the Earth. And 333, the south node and the north node here. Number 3, that's the artist, the creativity, and 333 is the master leader. And I also want to read that degree inside degree, the degree 4 degrees, 4 degrees is different system what you read. I can take this one now. See, we have here Aquarius. We'll start with 3 degrees. Some read 333 as a vast ornate Hindu temple depicting hundreds of gods, new gods, and that's inside degree. You can go to inside degree, Google that one. Or Aquarius 4 degree, many fireflies at dusk. So read those degrees if you are interested. I also use the Sabian symbol in the Swedish system. So my message is Pluto goes direct, everything will speed up. The change, the event, everything is here. Take deep care of yourself, and I still have a couple of days, the end of September, for my 20% sale, and I have a new offering. If you want to know if you are a starseed, you can trust your own intuition, or you can contact me for a very low cost, around $7. I can give you with your birth data and tell you if you are starseed or not. You probably are if you are here on this channel. So take deep care, step into the new world. Bye-bye.